Hello and welcome to this week's episode of So Fired. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
I'm Dr. Lindsay here.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh.
Cleared the throat out. Sorry about that. I am still recovering from a fun-filled weekend up in the mountains. I kind of out Colorado'd myself. Oh, so those of you who are not watching on YouTube, Chelsea just put some oven mitts on because also, if you didn't know, we have a YouTube channel where you can watch us do the show live. And Chelsea thought that she was touching her hair too much or touching her face too much. So oven mitts.
Yeah, I didn't know I had such a nervous tick.
Well, now I'm going to be thinking about
you don't.
Doing.
Yeah. I watched. You don't touch
okay.
anything. You just sit there
with great posture.
Mm-hmm. And I think I don't. So I'm hoping the oven mitts.
I'm hoping that you still use an oven mitt to move your hair out of your face.
Because I got to tell you, I really want to. I'm so dying. Except it looks like I could do an animal, like, what are these called?
Yeah, it's like
animal puppets.
An animal puppet, or it's like a giant makeup remover. You're just going to go like, whoosh.
I want to itch something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to sit here with these on.
Okay.
Okay. So you out Colorado yourself.
I out Colorado'd myself.
Colorado.
Yeah. Because I'm not really a summer sport person. I like the winter sports in Colorado. And everyone's like, don't you just love hiking?
No.
Don't you just love biking?
Mm-mm.
No.
Not so much.
Don't you just love being outside all day, every day, and like roasting your ass off and getting a sunburn? No. But this weekend, I did it. Whitewater rafting. Oh my God, I had the cutest guide. Oh. I have to show you a photo. His eyes were so blue.
Oh, I love those.
And I was thinking of you. I was like, Chelsea would be in seventh heaven right now.
It would.
And then we went parasailing. So you run off a cliff.
I saw your video.
Yeah, the parachute underneath you.
I was like, she's loving this Instagram moment.
Oh yeah. Guess who went first?
You.
Yep. I had to because I was getting kind of nervous up there. And if I didn't go first, then I would get more nervous.
Oh.
So I was like, you know what? Just take me. Just let me go. Yeah.
They're like, run.
I know.
Run.
You're like, it's harder than it looks.
Yeah, no, it does look very hard.
And you're up there. I was up there for about 7 minutes.
Yeah, that seems like a long time.
Yeah, it was definitely long enough.
Were you scared?
No. It's so peaceful. And then when we got done, I'm like, how do I get certified to do this? Because I want to do it. Three lessons. And then you run around in a field with a parachute on you and try to like catch the wind. So you're just like running around in circles in a field.
Oh.
Yeah. Might look a little crazy, but yeah. And then after 30 jumps total with someone on the radio, you're good to go.
Oh.
I mean, not like anyone's regulating anything. You could just buy a parachute and do it, but yeah. And then we went kayaking later that day on Lake Dillon. Someone drowned.
Later that day?
Uh-huh.
For goodness sakes.
Well, it was only like a morning activity and I didn't have anything to do.
Who are these people?
Okay, well, the kayaking was just me and Austin because everyone was really tired. They all needed a break.
Not you.
Not me. I was like, we're here. We're doing things. So
what is the obsession with doing things?
Well, okay. When his family's in town, we only see each other once or twice a year. So it's like, let's do the most. Let's do the most activities. Let's do it all. So that's the type of vacation.
I hope you see my face. My jaw is dropped. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, it's really the only time I do all the things.
But why not take the afternoon off when everyone else is?
Because then I knew I was going to be very sleepy and take a nap, and I would not want to go to the 5:00 dinner that we had planned. So I was like, you know what? Let's keep moving.
So kayaking?
Uh-huh.
Somebody might have just gone for a stroll down the main street and got some taffy.
Someone actually drowned when we were
paddleboarding.
Or when we were kayaking. Someone was on a paddleboard and they drowned.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was pretty treacherous. There's like white caps. The wind was blowing against us.
How did they drown?
Well, I'm assuming they were very exhausted from trying to paddle against the wind, and they must not have had a life jacket on, even though you're supposed to have one on your board with you.
Which, if it comes to that, it seems like it's too late.
Yeah. And there was a pontoon out rescuing people. The police boat was out rescuing people.
And you guys decided to go kayaking?
Uh-huh. This was like on our way back. We kayaked over to one side of the lake, and then we were like, okay, we did it. Let's go back. And it was very treacherous. So everyone's passing us like, are you okay? We're like, yeah, we're okay. Like, we can do it. Go help someone else.
Lake Dillon, where we went for the 4th?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How far out did you the whole lake?
No.
I'm like,
From the marina to like
the beach
area. Yeah, about that far.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a far away.
It was definitely far enough away.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. And then I'm a fly fisherwoman now.
I noticed your stance in that picture. I was just like, good God, woman, just stand like a regular human being for a split second.
No. Okay, but I was in the water and the water's like pushing me.
So it pushed your leg and your hip forward?
Yeah, because that was like mid-walk. And Austin's like, look at me. And I was like, okay. And I'm like walking.
I thought you were just like, Betty, I'm posing. And I was like, good God, woman, just fucking pose. Like, don't pose.
No, that was me just
I'm
walking.
itching. I don't want to touch something.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a very fun-filled weekend. I'm really happy we got to spend a lot of time
I
with
wish I had done
family.
all of those things.
Yeah. I actually kind of like fly fishing.
I knew we would love it.
Uh-huh.
If we, like I was saying,
we love that for you.
I want to do it one of these Wednesdays.
Okay.
I kind of plan that next Wednesday.
Yeah, we can do
Like
Michelle. Shout out to Michelle, my new friend. She is such a hoot. She's at Cut Anglers, I think, in Silverthorne. She is a riot. So we would have a really great time with her.
She was your guide?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You definitely have to go out with a guide because
yes, I did the last time.
I know nothing. I don't know how to do anything with the pole or like bait or anything or to catch a fish. I had 3 nibbles, but no fish for me.
What did you like about it?
It's very peaceful and you're just kind of like walking around, exploring. You can like walk and fish at the same time because, you know, like regular fishing in a boat or off the shore, you're just standing there the whole time. So yeah, more activity, more movement.
All things movement for you guys.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like to move it.
Move it.
That's from Madagascar. Ooh, Madagascar.
I think it's actually just and a song too, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
When like, I like to move it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of it as like Cancun, my 21st birthday.
Oh. When I think of Cancun, I think of Gasolina.
What's that?
song. Gasolina. Everyone loves Gasolina. Gasolina.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. That was on my 18th birthday.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. You're like, it was my 16th. My parents let me go down to Cancun by myself.
No, I went down 18 by myself with 2 friends.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a whole... I kind of like forced them to let me go because...
Shocker.
Yeah. One day we'll dive into how terrible of a child I was growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In the meantime, what are we going to dive into today?
Well, you know, we're all just a bunch of besties around here yucking it up over our smoothies.
Yep.
Sometimes we need a little help from our besties. So I took to the gram and I was asking our friends, what are you talking about with your friends right now? And we had some really good responses.
Okay.
So let's do this one and see where it takes us.
Indeed.
Okay. Please.
You're like a fly fisher woman guide today. And let's see where this takes us on this fishing journey.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
It really spoke to me. Please share how both of you always have your hair and makeup done. I'm a lazy gal and need tips on how to maintain my hair and not wash it daily.
I think this is from our friend Ozzy.
Oh.
Hi, Ozzy.
Hi.
Hi, Ozzy.
That's a dog.
But I don't know that for certain, but it sounds like my puppy friend Ozzy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably at least 1 or 2 other people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so the hair and the makeup. Here's the deal. I have lash extensions, so it always looks like I have makeup on. So that's my easy answer for that.
I don't.
The hair, it's just long hair.
It is long hair. And we'll get into some tips and tricks on long hairish stuff.
Yeah. So
I want to itch my face.
No, stop it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So that's the basics. That's to scratch the surface.
Okay, let's talk the honest truth here. Okay.
So when we were talking about this morning and I saw that question about why do we always have our hair and makeup done or how do we do it? It's a lifelong journey for me to always be judged on what I look like. So
that you're feeling, let's back that up.
Yeah.
That you're feeling judged.
I'm feeling judged at all moments of all day, every day
Oh, God.
about what I look like. And this was like pre-social media. This is like pre-Facebook, pre-MySpace. This is literally from the time I can remember hearing anything about what I look like. So,
Good God.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awful.
And a lot of it, it's not like hair and makeup that I was like born with or like growing up with hearing judgment about that is more like body image stuff all the time. So it is more about like well, if you eat that, you're going to be fat, or like, you look fat. Or
Are
my
you-
brother called me fat a lot.
Is your family very skinny?
No.
What the fuck do they get off?
We're like an average sized family.
Well, you're not average, but I mean, like, were they skinny?
No, like.
So I'm sorry, where the fuck did they get off?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a lot of like, my brother teased me a lot growing up, like calling me fat, calling me ugly, calling me stupid. Like, that's the rotation. Like, you're so stupid. You're so ugly. Like, you're so ugly. You're so fat. From, I mean, whenever I can remember a memory. What is that, like 4 years old probably? Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We were also unsupervised a lot because I grew up on a farm in the country, so it was make your own fun. So it's either playing video games or like outside running around or like playing in the barn with cats or like wrestling. Wrestling is code for getting beat up.
Good God.
Yeah. So it was a little rough. And so
this is the first time I'm hearing any of this.
Yeah. So it's just like always having my looks being the first thing that someone comments on has just been in the forefront of my mind like forever. And even after growing up as a kid, like being in school or like middle school, high school, it was always like, oh, you should smile more. Mm-hmm. Or then I started wearing makeup in 7th grade. And then my mom would be like, why are you wearing makeup? You don't need to wear makeup. Like, stop wearing makeup. Like, you don't look like that. And kind of being scolded for wearing makeup, but I wanted to wear makeup. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, what do I do? Do I wear makeup or do I not wear makeup? Like, it's making me happy, but that wasn't really approved of. Mm-hmm. So then it also goes into like, I've been an athlete my whole life. So everyone is like, oh my God, like, look at your abs or like, look at your legs or like, look at your arms. It's always like, look at you, look at you, look at you. And it's kind of just like, stop looking at me sometimes.
Indeed.
You know? So it has basically perpetuated a lifelong struggle with body image, which has definitely gotten better over time. But even today, I was like, I'm feeling puffy. I have like a puffy face today. My stomach is bloated all weekend. I ate like shit all weekend. And now I'm like puffy all over the place. And I just like don't feel great.
How much of, if you could, what percentage of this does it take up in your...
Oh my God. Okay, so I thought about this because you know how you're coming up with these really funny memes and thoughts in your head?
These are my memes, by the way. I forgot to tag my own self.
Yes, you should tag yourself. And I told Chelsea she should start a meme account because they're so funny. Yeah. Okay, so those are the thoughts going through your head every day. Yeah. That's amazing. I love that for you. Mine is like, I woke up today, I'm like, okay, so if I drink coffee, that might make me kind of sick, but like, should I drink coffee or should I just like, I need to slam some water down first. So I'm going to have some water first. And then I'm like, well, I don't have time for anything else. I have to get over here. And then I'm like, okay, so for a smoothie, like, should I get the usual smoothie or should I switch up the smoothie? Because I'm kind of getting intolerant to like all these things. And like, I didn't need to switch up my diet. And like, I'm going to start this program.
Are you talking this fast in your head?
Yeah. Okay. This is how I talk to myself. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to start this program. I have to order it. I have to get all these supplements. Okay, how am I going to get those supplements? And like, what's the order I take them in? How long is this program? We have an event coming up in a month. What am I going to eat in a month? Oh my God, am I going to be allergic to something else? Like, this is what
I'm so sad for you.
That is how I woke up today.
That's how you woke up?
Well, no, I woke up to you texting me. And then I was like, okay, I'll text you back. And then I went through that whole internal dialogue.
Oh man.
And you just think it's bad that you have to wear gloves on your hands.
No, I don't think it's that bad, but I do want to itch everything.
Yeah, I actually have an itch that I have to itch, a bug bite. So for me, hair and makeup is something that I have found to be like a creative outlet for me. And it's something
you don't resent it, do you?
No, I don't resent it. I love it. Like, I have so much fun with hair and makeup. And
you have turned me on to the fun of hair and makeup.
Yeah. And I can watch YouTube videos for hours at a time about how to do hair and makeup. Since I deleted my TikTok, now I'm back to YouTube or Instagram.
That's so sad. You know how many times I want to send you TikTok?
I know. I mean, I think you can still send me TikToks, but you have to text them to me and then I can look at them.
There are so many times I'm like, oh, how could you have left me?
I know. So that's
I want to tell you my journey on this.
Yeah. So that's like why the hair and makeup is done for the most part. So now you know my inner dialogue of like,
because
of constantly the fear of being judged and that And
so
what I was
it
like,
sounds like next week we're not coming in with makeup or hair done.
Yeah, I know. I definitely like did my makeup today.
Well, we have
because we have a reason why.
Yeah, but what?
And
if,
like honestly,
what if you came in and you didn't have your hair?
I actually go out quite often without makeup on.
I know. I was thinking that.
Yeah, because well, this is the other thing that I've gone through. I had really bad acne when I was like 16, 17, 18. So like probably like 16 through like 22, 23.
That's a long time.
I was called pizza face. That was like a low blow.
That's ugly.
So that's why I'm like very into skincare and like beauty and makeup, because that's how I discovered like, okay, well, this is how you cover up this acne, and like this is how you cover up this
How
scar.
did you learn those things in the absence of social media?
A lot of trial and error and like a lot of testing of products.
Were you given access to it from your parents? It's not like you could buy it off of Amazon, and so now you're like waiting and hoping they'll take you to the mall.
Well, this was like when I turned 16.
So you could drive?
Yeah, I could drive. I got a job the second I turned 16.
With the intent of being able to buy?
Yep, being able to buy like whatever I want.
Right.
So that's also when I started dyeing my hair out of the box. Because I was like, I want to try something new. And I want to dye my hair.
What color did you dye?
Oh, I was like an auburn at one time.
Pretty.
I was like a very, very, very dark brown.
Mm.
I wavered between those two quite a bit. So yeah, like the second I had the opportunity and like the money and the car freedom to go buy things and to try them out, then I was doing that. And then my friend Nicole, she was the one who got me into like makeup and beauty and everything, because she's always been a girly girl and I was such a tomboy growing up, that she's the one that introduced me to like this whole new fun side. And
you are on that side now.
I am 100% on that side.
You are the representative for that side as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And like she always wanted to be a beautician and do hair, and she ended up doing that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I think I credit her a lot to like getting me into this whole world.
I'm like second generation.
Yeah. and I always say, okay, maybe in my next life I'll be a makeup artist.
You are a makeup artist all the time, honey.
Yeah, I am. But I want to learn like some new techniques, or just like learn how to do like different types of skin.
I'm always fascinated by like professional makeup artists. Like they do things that like you're not seeing on YouTube, right?
Totally.
I want to know I don't know that I could do it on myself, but somehow when you have a professional makeup artist, like TV or movies,
yes,
like the person that does Oprah's makeup,
or like Makeup by Mario, I would love to take one of his classes.
Yeah,
I was following him on TikTok for a while. He has some really good tips, and I want to try his products too. Yeah, I'm just like a fangirl over all the things makeup.
It's hilarious.
So yeah, that is why I have my hair and makeup done. A lot. But also, I've worked really hard to get really good skin. And there's also lasers involved with that and regular facials. So this isn't like a God-given thing happening on my face. So
what you're saying is, if we're being honest, there's a lot of thought that goes into it. It's not like we just roll up.
No.
I wouldn't say it's an obsession, but it is certainly, or a compulsion, but rather something that we think of.
It's definitely something we think of, and I feel like it's now become part of my brand of who I am. And like, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, you chose that, right?
Yeah, I chose that.
Same. Let's see. Similar but different, right? Oh, yeah. I want to touch everything. I didn't realize I had such a thing. I don't know what this
Do you want to touch your arms, your face,
everything.
Or like everything?
I want to touch everything. I didn't realize I had such an issue.
Me either. I like honestly didn't notice it until you said something.
All I do. Okay, anyways. So growing up, same thing. What are you wearing? What do you look? Change your face. And every time I would get dressed, I'd come down. They're like, "What are you wearing?" And my brother also called me names. Josie Grossi was one of them.
Oh. Oh. Were you wearing glasses?
No, I didn't have glasses then. Just like fat.
Oh.
And then I remember.
I can't see being fat.
Like heavier.
That's like when I say I was fat. It was like literally 20 more pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay. I mean, I was probably like a good 145. Okay. Maybe 148 at that age. With short hair. So I looked. Yeah. My mom, I think my dad bribed me if I lost like 10 pounds that I could get a brand new wardrobe.
Well, if that doesn't fuck you up in the mind for a while, I don't know what does.
In 7th grade, my mom's like, let's go on a diet, why not?
Wow.
And I look at those pictures, I'm like, you guys are fucking assholes. Like, fuck all of you. Anyway, so there's that. And then all the time growing up, my father would be like, smile. Your face is so pretty when you smile. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't given access to the outside world.
She didn't grow up in a cult or locked up in a basement,
you would
but
think
you would think. Yeah.
Yeah, you would think I did. So I was allowed to take my driver's license at like 17. I think like actively started driving at 18.
Why so late?
Because they like to deny every pleasure. They were really hard on me.
Is this the same for your brother? Was he driving at 16, out and about? Yeah.
He was.
Do you think that's an older child thing or like a girl child
I
thing?
think they were, like I always like to say, they were doing their best at that time. But fuck that. I think they were in over their head. The people that they were in New York at the age of 24 were not the people that they were here in Colorado 20 years later.
As in what way?
They were still very much like there are like Italian, Polish root, like our upbringings, and like New York, specifically like Buffalo and like Orchard Park, like their persona there. And so my father was a hard ass then. And I feel like their only goal in life was to break my soul.
They did not succeed.
I know.
Yep.
And I was thinking about this, and I'm going to make it as a meme, but it was like growing up, I'd always get in trouble for having a smart mouth.
Oh.
Joke's on them. Now I get paid to have this smart mouth. So, makeup, it was, and then this is some shit. It was like, maybe like 23 or 24. My mom's like, do you ever wear makeup? And I was like, bitch, I don't know.
What do you want?
It's like, I don't even know how to apply it. You know what I mean? And then, I would say again in the last, like, so then I wouldn't really feel very compelled to wear it. I never really felt, and we've talked about this before, like I never really felt comfortable. Like, I don't know how to apply. I didn't even know like the order in which you apply things. Right. I didn't even know what foundation versus concealer. I'm getting real hot. Like,
and like when I first met you, like you're just gorgeous without makeup. So I just assumed you didn't wear any makeup.
I wasn't wearing makeup. And then
and I just thought you didn't want to wear makeup.
I didn't. And then 5 years ago, my mom's like, do you ever wear makeup? And I was like, I don't.
You always have a lip on, though.
Yeah, because I was raised that you never leave the house without a lip on.
Yeah. So we got one thing down.
Yeah. So we got that down. So now I struggle because I'm like, who am I? Am I this person that's like, I don't really care? I think what I care about now at the very minimum is like, like mascara. And maybe something to cover my skin is scarring a little. Oh. Like the acne is leaving like a scarring thing.
Yeah.
So if I could,
do you do it because you feel like you have to do it, or because it makes you feel better?
I feel a little more confident. Actually, if I leave the house and I don't even think about it, it's fine. But I would mascara for sure. So now where I feel like I'm straddling is like, who's this new glam version of myself versus like the person. And I don't know who's real.
I feel like it kind of depends on the situation and on the day, because I will go without makeup for a week at a time sometimes. Like I'll go to work without any makeup on. And then I go the weekends usually without makeup on, just let my face breathe. And I feel really confident when my skin is looking really great. But then if I'm going to a networking event or we're going out somewhere, like, hell no, I'm not going out without makeup on. Because I just feel like way more confident because I know there's going to be more people around. People are going to be like looking at you. Who knows? Maybe they're not looking at me, but I think they're looking at me.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it depends.
Until recently, I was going to say with all the new makeup that I started putting, I actually feel less myself in all of this makeup.
Like you're putting on a mask?
I just feel like I'm not really this person. I'm making robot arms because I would be doing I would be doing something with my hands.
I can see how you would think that because your natural state of mind is to like be touching your face a lot and like going into your hair and doing this. Because when you're thinking.
Yeah.
And you can't really do that with makeup on.
Right. So what I've started to realize, and so I don't know where I heard this with as it relates to my father always saying like smile. and now I'm starting to tell other people this, but it was, I don't know where I heard it, just recently. It was like, it is not my responsibility. To smile is not my responsibility to make you feel better.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that how that goes?
I think so. Because, yeah, it's not, if smiling makes you uncomfortable, that's your problem.
No, like, it is
Right?
not my face, my face is not, oh, I can't do
Wait, yeah. My smile, my face.
It is not my responsibility to like entertain you, whether I'm smiling or not. Because
Yeah.
I feel like it's a form of sexual harassment. I know that's weird coming from your parents, but it's like, don't put that pressure on me to please have my face please you.
Oh, I know. When I was little, in every single photo, they're like, smile, smile, smile. So of course I'm not going to smile. I'm like, stop telling me to smile if I don't want to smile. Like, why? Why is it so important?
I definitely notice. I know, and it's more just a sense of control. But I have to say, I do notice, like at the restaurant, if I'm just like doing something, and then if I do smile, I can see people kind of light up, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess it works in my favor. Should I choose to use it?
Right. Because, scientifically, when we are smiling, that does send a signal to other people around you that you're not a threat, and that it actually helps to release some of the happy like hormones in other people when they see other people smile. So that's why. Smile.
There is a pressure of being in front of a camera, and there is that self-loathing that you go back and you check all your pictures or your YouTubes, and you just like constantly critiquing. So if we're entirely honest, there's that.
It's just, there's a lot of eyeballs.
There's so many eyeballs, and then that bleeds into like eating and like not eating and don't eat as much. And then, so there's some pressure. You'd like to not say that there is, but we'd be lying.
Yeah. And I had all of these internal dialogues before we ever did anything on camera. So now it's just amplified.
I don't feel as self-confident, or let me take that back. I don't feel as self-conscious as I did when we first started.
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
I do feel better. I think it feels like having an eating disorder. Because I control I try and control a lot of the things that go in my mouth. And I'm like, well, I don't look fat if I'm going to go for it. So when I got that eating disorder, when I got food poisoning back in April, and then I stopped eating like dairy and carbohydrates, and this is a good time where I would be touching a lot of things right now.
Yeah. She is squirming in her mitts. She's like, I want to do something.
This has been a really clever idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't look that bad. And honestly, I can see why celebrities like plunge over and they become like this glamazon version of themselves.
It's hard to not get caught in that cycle. And it's like, oh, I don't like how I looked on camera like that. So yeah, I don't know. Is that an eating disorder when you're obsessively, compulsively thinking about every single thing that you're doing?
Literally exactly the definition.
Okay, well then I might have a touch of that, but
let's just go with it. At first when you first started doing Instagram and you like got your lashes, and I was like, oh, she's really taken to this Instagram. And then I like a year and a half later, is that when I joined?
Yep.
And I was like, I get it now. And you're like, see? And I was like,
yep.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand. And now I do understand. And so, especially when you take it to the YouTube series, which is an extended period of time.
Yep.
And you're like, good God. So if I'm 100% honest, like I will take bites of food and like chew it, and then spit it out.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do that now.
Oh, that makes me kind of sad.
That makes me super sad because I want to eat the shit out of that pizza.
Yeah.
But I have no sense of like regulate. Like I have no, what's the word? Like I have control.
I'm the same because you know what I did this weekend in my Colorado adventures? Went to Bojo's.
Oh yeah.
The best pizza, I think, in Colorado.
I don't know. Have you tried?
I mean, but also, wait, tried what?
Like the one at Pino's is good.
But this is like a different type of pizza.
Yeah. There's honey involved.
There's honey involved. The crust is good.
I can't not do this.
So good. So instead of me chewing the pizza and spitting it back out, I am shoveling pizza into my mouth. Like, I am never going to eat another meal again. And I can feel
You know why that
it
is
up to
though?
here.
I think because we deplete sugar when we
Yeah.
get it. The like addictive qualities are like rampant.
Oh, it's just like,
yeah. I want to eat it now.
Yeah, like I can't stop. And now since I had that sugar in my system, we have ice cream at home now. So I'm like, well, now I want ice cream after dinner. And I have like a little scoop. I'm like, damn it, why did I do that? Because then that starts again, like, okay, well, now tomorrow I'm going to have to eat like this. And I'm going to have to like not eat this. And I'm going to have to do this. And like, I'm not working out tomorrow. So then, good grief. Like, you guys, get the fuck out of my head. It's like so exhausting.
I had no idea so many thoughts went through your head.
So many thoughts go through my head. I used to not have any thoughts go through my head. And now these are the thoughts that go through my head.
That makes me that makes me kind of sad for you.
It's just, it's gotten better despite what I'm saying right now. Like, that's better.
Oh.
Yeah. It used to be like, I look in the mirror and I'm like pinching my fat on my sides. Like, ugh.
That's because there is no fat to pinch anymore.
Or like, now I'm obsessed with what my legs look like. So, you know what? Thanks for opening up this can of worms.
It's so much better. We're gonna go get ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, it's challenging.
Yeah, it's very challenging.
You know what's harder? Is not itching.
Not itching.
I'm so hungry.
I'm also so hungry.
Like, I want to go eat, but I don't really have a lot of time.
And I'm definitely not going to go to the store.
Ugh. There's literally like nothing worse than going to the store.
Agreed.
Like, I walk into the grocery store and I get so overwhelmed, and I have since childhood. Like, I will walk around in circles and then I'll be like, it's overwhelming. It's loud. There's people there. There's children. You're distracted and you're like, what did I come in here for? And then I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to leave. I will just go one place where I can get one meal and then hope for the best after that meal. Because like, I would ask my mom if I could just like sit in the car while she goes, or I like shuffle behind her with my head down because I'm like so overwhelmed. Like, I was clearly a child on the spectrum at that time. Like, and then even now, Doug, I'll just meet you back at the car. Like, it's so overwhelming.
Well, I have 2 tips for you.
What are they?
Tip number 1, throw your AirPods in.
I lost them!
Throw on your corded AirPods.
So bad.
And your sunglasses. You got to put on, So Fired podcast in your ears. Put on some sunglasses to drown out all the outside distractions. That's how I shop. Tip number 2, Instacart.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Tell me.
Well, you never have to leave your house with Instacart.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because you can get your groceries delivered. You can get your lip gloss and your makeup delivered from Sephora.
Oh.
You can get your hair products delivered from Walgreens if you're going drugstore style.
Well, can they deliver my like from the pharmacy as well?
I'm not 100% sure about pharmacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but your groceries.
Like your pharmacy products, like my lotion.
Oh, yeah, like your lotion. Yeah. You can get your lotion, all your beauty products, all your foods. You never have to step foot in a store again. Where
else can you get delivered?
Stuff from Target.
Oh, shit.
Whole Foods.
Oh.
I think Sprouts is on there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. All your favorite locals.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I'm going to eat again.
Yeah, so you're going to eat again. And right now there's a special deal. So.
Oh, there's a deal?
There's a deal. I love a good deal. You get free delivery on anything over $10.
Oh.
Which is.
That's, you know what? That's
easy.
Better than Uber Eats. Fuck them.
I know, right?
They're charging me like $10 for an order of 10.
I know. So you can get some maybe to-go sushi from Whole Foods. And get that delivered to your house.
So that's at least $10 right now.
I know. Get on Instacart and do that.
Okay.
And make sure that you use our link in our show notes to get your free delivery on your order of $10 or more.
I'm doing it right now.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Okay.
What else?
Well,
I want to tell you about my work.
Oh, yeah.
Or do we not have enough time? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm notorious for being, and you're like, okay, and that's this week's episode.
And
I'm like, wait. If I learned anything from Cheat the Fifth, I was like, shut the fuck up at the end.
Oh.
I just felt like I never stopped talking about myself.
Oh, well, I felt like the story wasn't over.
I
put that mitt back on.
Oh my God.
This is what I was going to be doing. What's this? Yeah. Okay, tell me about work.
It's like Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, should we have a spin-off?
I don't know what that
Penal
means.
Rules.
Yeah. What does it mean to be like Vanderpump Rules?
Okay.
Like people are hooking up?
people are hooking up.
yeah,
There's
no,
drama.
although
They
there
all
is-
hate each other.
Yes.
They're all have like drug issues, drinking issues. Yeah.
One of my coworkers is kind of cute. I'm starting to look at him like, you know how like you never, and then like you work long enough. Like I was like, hey, can you help me with this? And he was like, no. And he was just kidding. And I was like, you're so funny. And then my newest best friend invited me to come over to his house because his parents were out of town.
That sounds like kind of creepy when you say it like that. Like
Because he's only like 22. And
he's youngin'.
he is young. And his parents were out of town. They were in Albuquerque, and he was flying out to meet them the next day.
I'm just gonna do a quick video for Instagram.
And then so he's like, do you want to come over and smoke a bowl? I was like, yes, I do. 100%.
Yes,
I do. And so yay. And then he's like, do you want to watch me pack? I was like, 100%. These are all the things I love to do in life. And he's so cute. And we got like, he's a good listener. And this is not just about Ryan. And I really hope to have him on here because he is a treat. And he's like, do you know how many times I changed my outfit today? And I was like, me too. I was like, follow my Instagram. Anyway, so I adore him and have pretty much since the first day I met him. But I didn't realize there's so much shit talking.
Yeah, that I think goes in the restaurant business. For the 2 weeks I was a waitress, there's a lot of shit talking.
I'm not good. I am like, I'm so wise and I'm above that. You put me in it though, it's that negative vibration. It's like attaching two heavy weights to my ankles. I plummet and I become this ugly version of myself that's like, this person said that, they said this about you. And you're like, oh my God, I just started this. Specifically, my coworker, he's talking a lot of shit about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she doesn't wipe the menus down. What the fuck do you care?
Yeah.
Like, get over yourself. I want to touch my hair, so I had to do that instead. So he's like bitching about it to my managers. Like, I can hear you.
Yeah, I find it very funny at your work that no one even tries to hide their shit talking. They just talk loud enough over here, like she's not cleaning.
And like, and the restaurant's completely packed.
Yeah.
We pretend that they can't hear us. I'm like, they're literally like sitting from here to the dresser. And I'm like, they can fucking hear us. And like, I lost my shit on him the other night. I was like, I only have one boss. Shut up. And then I like stormed off. I lost my shit in the middle of like lunch dinner hour. Damn. I was going to say rush hour, but you know what I mean? Dinner hour. And then my manager's like, were you guys just fighting? I'm like, yeah, I just lost my cool and I'm sorry. He's like, about what? So I took it upon myself 2 days ago and I said, hey, Adam, do you want to meet and just like clear the air? Mm-hmm. I rolled up yesterday and he's like, yes, 10:15. Okay. I rolled up at like 10:16 and then I actually thought it was at 10:30. Oh, thank God I went back and checked.
Yeah.
And I hightailed it down there. We met the King Super Starbucks. Uh-huh. He fucking had a notebook out, a pen, God. And he's like, and we'll be recording this. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's great because I was going to suggest we record this.
Yeah.
So we both recorded it.
Oh my God, he's such a dude.
He's like, so what? And I'm like, so tell me what's up. He's like, you don't do these things. You don't put phone numbers in when you take to-go orders. You don't wipe the menus down. And I was like, these are not like personal things to be fucking bent over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then so we're going back and forth. And I'm like, I asked you to help me move a table. But you said, I'll be right back. And then never came back. I was like, I know that move. My husband does it. So fuck you, dude. And then anyway, so we go back and forth and back and forth.
This is a bunch of petty ass shit.
Petty fucking shit. And he's mean and snarky about it and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, this is a good talk. And he's like, yeah, okay. And I was like, well, enjoy your day. And we both like left. That was it. There was no like small talk. It's like, I'll see you at 4.
Yeah.
So then towards the end of the shift, he's like, I got to tell you, it was a little like, he's like, I felt like I needed to sage myself. I came in with a funky energy. He's like, but I'm really glad we talked.
Oh.
And I was like, good. Well, I hope this lasts more than one shift.
And just to bring it full circle, what was your hair and makeup look during this meeting?
I had just washed it.
Uh-huh.
And my face, I didn't put any makeup on. I was like, that is not going to help this. I actually this is where my hair and makeup comes up is, I was thinking, gosh, if I had more makeup on, I might be able to slay and win the shit out of this.
Yeah.
But I had a
Slightly
short skirt
okay.
on, and I
Okay.
did that 100% intentionally. I used it as it was a story the other day. It's like that little black dress that's got some ruching on the
yeah.
side, and I can hike it up super short if
Yep.
I need to.
Mhm.
And I did, and I'm sorry to say it, but I used it again. I used it for good.
Sometimes we gotta use our hair, makeup, clothes for some armor.
I know, I did that.
Well, I'm happy that it got resolved.
And then he left, and we talked shit about him again.
As you do at Pino's rules. Pump rules. All right, well, this was fun.
Fun.
Yeah. So
Thanks, Ozzy.
yeah,
And all of our friends who do care about these things.
Yeah, because this is a conversation that we've had, I feel like, multiple times. Now it's just a different level.
I feel like we're kind of bringing down a wall on it and being honest.
Yeah, because we're all just friends around here. We're going to go get our smoothies.
Yeah.
Chat about it some more.
I haven't received a text that said it's been delivered.
Oh, well, shit.
Well, we're going to have to go on ourselves.
We will. So yeah, share this conversation with your besties and make sure you screenshot this episode, tag us on Instagram at SoFiredPod with your takeaways, or just send us a DM and let us know what is your inner dialogue and what's your thoughts on beauty and makeup, because I would love to know. Okay, cool. Thanks. Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.